Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. I am Dimar S. Sigba from BS Ed English 1A. So for today's video, I am going to tackle about Week 2 module. So without further ado, let's get started. So first, I will explain how the following view language, teaching, and learning. So first, we have structural view that it says language as a linguistic system made up of various subsystems from phonological, morphological, lexical, or etc. to sentence. Each language has a finite number of such structural items. To learn a language means to learn these structural items so as to be able to understand and produce language. Next is functional view. Functional view, it says that a language as a linguistic system but also as a means for doing things. Most of our day-by-day language use involves functional activities such as offering, suggesting, advising, apologizing, or etc. Therefore, learners learn a language in order to do things with it. To perform functions, learners need to know how to combine the grammatical rules and the vocabulary to express notions that performs the functions. Next is interactional view or interactional view. It considers language as a communicative tool whose main use is to build up and maintain social relations between people. Therefore, learners not only need to know the grammar and vocabulary of the language, but also need to know the rules for using them in a whole range of communicative contexts. Next is I will explain the different theories in language learning. First, we have Behaviourist Theory. In this theory believes that infants learn oral language from other human role models through a process involving imitation, rewards, and practices. And it's no coincidence that the words for a child's mother and father are usually among the simplest to form in most languages. Infants are taught to say mama and dada in English, which require little tongue and lip coordination. According to behaviorists, when infants use this sound correctly, particularly to specifically identify or recognize their parents, they are rewarded with applause, hugs, and affections. Infants enjoy the encouragement and they then repeat the sounds, resulting in additional rewards. They soon begin to imitate other sounds they hear, and adults or proficient language users typically continue to provide various rewards for those efforts. Next is a cognitive theory of learning sees second language acquisition as a conscious and reasoned thinking process involving the deliberate use of learning strategies. Learning strategies are special ways of processing information that enhance comprehension, learning, or retention of information. These explanations of language learning contrast strongly with the behaviorist account of language learning, which sees language learning as an unconscious automatic process. Next is Constructivism Theory, that it means that the rule of Constructivism Theory is in the opposite of behaviorism. The student's role is to construct their own understanding and knowledge of the world through experiencing things and reflecting on those experiences. It means that the students construct the meaning of certain things by assimilating and accommodating through their own experience. It tends to create the active students, while the constructivist teachers encourage and guide the students in order to assess the activities which help them to get the understanding. The way the teacher guides the students can be conducted through questioning them in order to it can create the situation in which the students construct the meaning of things by themselves. So, moreover, the function of questioning is to regard the students as the expert learners. And the other functions of constructivism theory as it can create problem solving. If the students find problem, they can discuss with other friends to get the solution. That is the point of view about constructivism theory. According to the theory of social constructivism, social worlds develop out of individuals' interactions with their culture and society. Knowledge evolves through the process of social negotiation and evaluation of the viability of individual. Understanding basically every conversation or encounter between two or more people presents an opportunity for new knowledge to be obtained or presents knowledge expanded. The exchange of ideas that goes along with the human contact is at play here. So, social constructivism teaches that all knowledge develops as a result of social interaction and language use and is therefore a shared rather than an individual experience. So basically, knowledge is additionally not a result of observing the world. It results from many social processes and interactions. Next is the components of English grammar. So first we have noun. A noun is a word for a person, place, or thing, or idea. Nouns are often used with an article the, a, and, but not always. Nouns can function in different roles within a sentence. For example, a noun can be a subject, direct object, indirect object, subject complement, or object of a preposition. Second is we have pronoun. A pronoun is a word used in place of a noun. A pronoun is usually substituted for a specific noun, which is called its antecedent. Next is verb. The verb in a sentence expresses action or being. There is a main verb and sometimes one or more helping verbs. She can sing. So sing is the main verb. Can is the helping verb. A verb must agree with its subject in number. Both are singular or both are plural. Verbs also take different forms to express tense. Next is adjective. An adjective is a word used to modify or describe a noun or a pronoun. It usually answers the question of which one, what kind, or how many. Articles a, an, and the are usually classified as adjectives. Next is adverb. An adverb describes or modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb, but never a noun. It usually answers the questions of when, where, how, why, under what conditions, or to what degree. Adverbs often end in ly. Next is preposition. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to form a phrase modifying another word in the sentence. Therefore, a preposition is always part of a prepositional phrase. The prepositional phrase almost always functions as an adjective or as an adverb. Next is conjunctions. So a conjunction joins words, phrases, or clauses and indicates the relationship between the elements joined. Coordinating conjunctions connect grammatically equal elements. And like and, but, or, nor, for, so, yet. Subordinating conjunctions connect clauses that are not equal. Because, although, while, since, etc. There are other types of conjunctions as well. Next is interjection. An interjection is a word used to express emotion. It is often followed by an exclamation point. The following words are the differences. First is the prescriptive grammar explains how the language should be used by the speakers, whereas the descriptive grammar describes how the language is used. Diachronic linguistics refers to the study of how a language evolves over a period of time, whereas synchronic linguistics is the geographic study of language. Spoken language involves speaking and listening skills, while written language requires writing and reading skills. And that would be all. Thank you for listening.